Welcome back to C#.NET Tutorials. I'm Venkat. In the previous video, we have created a simple C#.NET application and we have run that using the Visual Studio. We can also create a program and build it and run it using the notepad and command prompt without Visual Studio. So let us see how we can do that. Okay. So this is the project we have created in the previous videos. And let's go back. Here, let me create one more folder. New folder C# in notepad. So this is the folder. Let's create new notepad file, text document. So demo, that's the file name. Let me open that using the notepad. We can start writing the program. So right, this is our program we have written earlier. So let me copy paste this one. This is the program. So this is the program I want to write, right? So I have written this file is equivalent to this file, right? So I have written the program and I have saved it. So this file is saved now. So let me close the other files. Okay, my source code is ready. So this one is similar to this one. Let me put these two lines like that. Okay, my source code is ready. I have saved it. Now we need to build this. Okay, let me minimize this. If we need to build this, we need to go to the Visual Studio command prompt. Visual Studio command prompt. Apps, click on apps. Okay, this one is not showing. So let's go to click on more. No, not this. Okay, all apps. Click on this all apps. It is a Windows 11 operating system. In Windows 10, you can see it directly, all apps. In Windows 11, click on all apps. Okay, you can scroll up. So this is Visual Studio folder I have installed. Expand this folder, Visual Studio 2022. You can see developer command prompt for VS 2022. Okay, open this. This one is not normal command prompt. This one is a Visual Studio command prompt. And so go to your source code folder. So this is my source code folder. Copy this one. Let's go to that path. So now I am in that directory. Okay, this folder. So now let me see the files. Directories. You can see demo.txt file is there in that folder. Clean it. Now, so we have discussed earlier in the earlier videos, every programming language in .NET will have its own compiler. What is the C# compiler name? We have discussed this already. CSC is the compiler name. Okay, C# compiler. And what is the CSC is the C# compiler. What is our source code file name? Demo.txt, right? Demo.txt. So I have given CSC demo.txt. Enter. What happened? We got one error. The name console does not exist in the current context. So it is unable to find the console. Okay. That's the first error. We got one error. So to resolve that, we need to add public static void main. And yeah, tab, tab, and I have saved it. Okay, run it again. So this time the modifier public is not valid for this item. It is saying public is not valid for this item. The modifier public is not valid for this item. Okay, still something we are missing. Let me add few more lines. Public class, demo class, method. Yeah. So I have added a class, and inside that class I have added the method. You can see that. Okay. So let me run it one more time. So again we are saying the modifier public is not valid for this item. Okay, let me remove this and let me add the using import statements using system. Okay, that's the import statement. This console class is available inside this system base class libraries. Okay, so I have added that. Let me run it now. So it is compiled. Okay, now it is compiled. You can see the executable file got generated. Okay, demo.exe. Now you can run it. Demo.exe. To run this executable file, you don't need to put. To build your application, you need to put compiler name. CSE is the compiler name. But to run the exe file, you don't need to give any prefix. Okay, you can directly run the exe file, demo.exe. So what is the output here? So we can see that output. Okay, let's modify. So hello world from notepad. I have modified it. Let me rebuild it. CSC demo.txt. Enter. So rebuild succeeded. And let me run it. Demo.exe. So you can see hello world from notepad. Okay. But if you notice, here you can see, if you notice, the Visual Studio have only 2 lines of code, but we have written so many lines of code. Why that difference? Okay. So you need to know that difference, right? So there is a difference. There is a concept in C# recently added. So we need to know that concept. Okay. So we are going to discuss that in the next video. And one more thing I want to state here. So we have executed this file as a text file. So that one worked without any errors. But having the extension CS is the standard for C# files. So demo.cs is the correct format. But we have worked with demo.txt. Okay. The right format for the C# files is a program.cs. You can see that here. Okay. Yeah. So let's see the difference. Why Visual Studio has only 2 lines and why our notepad code needs more lines of code to execute it. Okay. So let's see that in the next video. For more videos like this, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.